Us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans and the Dublin Shamrocks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Let's go.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Check down here for Henry. So he's stopped for no gain. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Hey, look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Drop 50, drop 50. Trap me Ranger.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. He got 29 yards that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Willis headed left off the option. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Ready?
First down, Tennessee.
Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and a couple.
Ready?
2nd down, here's Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
3rd and 2. Here's Willis. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 3, Shamrocks 0.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Read option, this is White. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That's taken in by Gage. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On third down, Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. In motion right, that's Burks. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Titans 10, Shamrocks 7.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And bulldozing his way through. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Titans 17, Shamrocks 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, Willis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis to throw on 2nd. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or other.
He's got a man, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a touchdown. Russell Gage in the final seconds of the first half. And the Shamrocks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels. and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And some strong running. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shamrocks 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Mayfield running left on the option. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Monty Rice coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Mayfield going to switch things up here. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Alert!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Danico Autry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back to throw, Willis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Willis now off of play action. He finds Hopkins complete. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Shamrocks 14.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Monty Rice able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Now White lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. Open man, that's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Check, Panther. Go.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A handoff, running left, Henry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! A big play there. 78 yards. And the Shamrocks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now Hassan Haskins going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Big time drive. Let's go.
Mayfield on play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now 3rd down and very long. Mayfield now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll take it at the 42. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Across the formation, Burks has it. And he's got this down to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down.
Ready? Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! Ready?
Play action. Here's Willis. Henry's got it out on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get this down to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go, here we go!
1st down, Tennessee.
Willis will look to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They give to White on the option. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.